Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody in the chat? I know we're a little early. Just get this pre-game rocking, get some people in here, you know what I mean? Trying to fill this up to talk some WWE 2K24. Let's see here, man. How's everybody's day going today, man? It's beautiful over here in the Pacific Northwest, nice and crisp. I feel like fall just happened last night. It's crazy. Leaves everywhere in the front of my house. Samuel said, let's do this thing early. He says, I'm just curious how big the roster will be this year. Mike, a member of the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Thanks for joining us, Mike. I appreciate you guys. We have memberships available that offer some unique perks to becoming a member. Go and check that out on our channel. Mike is one of our members. You get exclusive video content. We're going to start pumping some of that out soon. You can get invited to one of our podcasts on either Sunday or Tuesday. You know what I mean? Talk some WWE 2K24. You get shout out first before anybody. There's a few other perks on there too. Fair price. Go check it out. Nothing shaken but bacon. I put in the comments, I love bacon. Mike says, PWS is my new wrestling family. Dude, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Doc, holla, yo, yo, what's going on? Beach Bites in the house says, let's go. Let's see here. Rondo, good, man. What's good, bro? Everything's good, man. I'm in a fantastic mood today, man. It's a beautiful day. It's a blessing. Woke up happy, healthy, you know. My wife's out in the living room playing some Christmas music already. We haven't even gotten into Thanksgiving yet. Things are good, man. Things are good. Rondo says, I'm hoping 2K24 has SVR 2011 weapon physics. Dude, me too. Me too. What's going on, bro? MGC, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. Wonder, can we bribe 2K with some bacon to get some info? You just might be able to do that, sir. You just might be. You talk to the right people. You talk to the right people, and you will be able to bribe them. That's for sure. Let me see here. Perry, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. He says, will Ava and the Rock daughter be in 2K24 this year? Yes, she will. I can confirm that. She will be in the game. Get stoked for that. K Money is king. He says, I'm new here. Welcome, man. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Beach Bike saying hi. Need some roster updates. We got you, man. We got you. Let me see. I wish we had 2K11 random universe mode. Missed the random events for sure, man. For sure. Devin says, I'm ready to see some 2K24 news today. Ronda Rousey in the game. I do believe she is in the game. I think she did make the official cut for this game. But things are always subject to change with that, so I can't confirm that she's in that game because, you know, weird things happen with 2K, right? Like, and it's not necessarily 2K's call. It is whether or not WWE wants to pay the royalties to people that are released, right? So that's why on earlier videos, I've said, you know, Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Edge, all those people that are gone, it's all about royalties. It doesn't matter if they've been scanned because Ronda Rousey has likely been scanned for the game. So she may be in the coding and may be ready to be put in the game. But if WWE doesn't want to pay those royalties, then they will remove her, just like they did Bray Wyatt when Bray Wyatt got released. He was originally supposed to be a part of 2K22. And they removed the Fiend character from the game altogether, and yeah, it just caused a lot. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point, right? You got to get royalties, but man, let's dive into this, man. Let's dive into some of the 2K24 roster. Let's talk about it. Get your guys' thoughts and all that fun stuff, right? Let's get it. All right, everybody, welcome to the official show. I know we started a little early, just started chatting a little bit, shouting out some people in the chat. Guys, the chat's going to be going crazy, so Couple things to remember. Members get exclusive comments first. Super chats get exclusive comments first. So if I'm not reading your stuff fast enough, always feel free to send that. It's well appreciated, and it is supporting the Pro Wrestling Shoot on making more content. I know I put a poll out there yesterday about AEW Fight Forever and seeing if you guys would want to see some more AEW Fight Forever videos, and it didn't really get the best reception. You guys just wanted the 2K stuff. But I did release a Fight Forever video today. May just be my last, so go and support that thing, man. So let me see here. Let's get some more comments. Conrad's in the chat. Conrad is my mod. Conrad, you see any super chats or if you see comments from members in here like Mike, go ahead and star them for me, will you? Let's see here. Says 2K needs to really have everything updated for the next game. So one thing I can confirm for 2K is that they are working tirelessly on the universe mode, the My GM mode, and yes, you guessed it, my faction mode. Unfortunately, we're getting that thing back in. So yeah, Mike says, can't wait to see some new faces in the game. You're going to get to see some new faces. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Jade Cargill is expected to be in there. We're going to get a what looks to be a tribute for Bray Wyatt, so we may be seeing many faces of Bray Wyatt in the game. You're going to be seeing Ava in the game. The NXT roster is going to be massive this year, and the whole roster in general is going to be bigger than ever from what I'm hearing. So I thought 2K23 had a massive roster. This one's going to be even bigger. So that's kind of what they're working on. No, Dirk is not in the game. Rondo, will we see Kairi Sane in the game? She came in pretty late, man, but the good thing is that they are finishing up their scanning process at Survivor Series, so you may just see her as a DLC. It's not been confirmed for me. Thanks, Conrad, for holding it down for me, man. I appreciate you. Why didn't they ever add Bronson Reed back in the game? He's going to be in 2K24 for sure. Bronson Reed will be there. Easy. Ronda owe them money for that last run. Yeah, that's a fact. Mike saying hello to the chat. DR, welcome to the chat, man. Says, I hope Valkyrie is in the game. I haven't heard any confirmation on that, but we'll have to see on that one. Let's see here. Easy, bacon is dope. Yes, it is. Perry, even though Alexa Bliss is pregnant and expecting her baby in December and Liv Morgan is off WWE television due to an injury, will they both be in 2K24 as well? Yes, they will both be in the game. They are both making the cuts. No worries about that. Will the Great Khali be in 2K24? I have not heard word on Great Khali, so I'm not sure about him. It could be a possibility, though. I haven't heard anything on a lot of the legends. So the legends that I have heard is Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner and the Steiner brothers in general will be making a return. That's what I've heard. Obviously, everything is subject to change. It all depends on WWE's final call on who they want in, who they want out. It's just is what it is at this point, right? So it really is. It's up to WWE at the end of the day. Like, they scan them. 2K scans everybody that they can, and when it comes to the legends is a whole different contract deal. So we'll just have to wait and see what legends they do want to bring in. Those ones they kind of keep on the hush hush for the entire year of building the next game. They don't tell anybody the legends for the most part. But there is supposedly a new commentary team from what I'm hearing, so we will be hearing Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett will be playable in the game. What they tend to do is the DLC packs that we get for the previous year game, they will release in the next game as, open release, that you don't have to pay for them. It'll be a complete new DLC pack going forward, so we'll have to see that. Will Jade Cargill be in WWE 2K24? Yes. DLC, I'm assuming. DLC. That's good for me, bro. As long as my faction doesn't affect the hidden models, I'm cool with that. The Bray tribute should be special. I agree, man. I agree. So the thing about the My Faction, from what I'm hearing also, is that they are not going to lock models behind the My Faction mode anymore. You do have to earn them through My Faction, so you're not going to be able when they release the DLC, you're not going to just get them throughout the mode. You're going to have to still grind for these characters. But from what I'm hearing, they're not trying to lock it behind because they got a lot of backlash on that. So wonder who the surprise, how did they get in star be this year? Obviously the surprise from what I'm hearing is Jade Cargill. Like that's the, wow, we got her back in. But who knows, man? Maybe CM Punk shows up at Survivor Series and then bam, we got him in 2K24 as DLC. That would be great. Byron Color says Kairi Sane is the game changer. Oh, I loved it. How did you guys feel about Crown Jewel last night? I thought it was okay. It wasn't like the greatest pay-per-view in the world, but I normally don't even watch the Crown Jewel pay-per-views just because time restraints and everything for what I got going on in real life. But I actually thought from what I seen was okay. I didn't even catch the whole pay-per-view, but I did like the Kairi Sane made her return back, so that's pretty cool. Abigail says they need more women wrestlers. Yes, so you're going to get a pretty massive women's roster this year in WWE 2K24 from what I'm hearing. That's great. It's great news. That's, you got to, unfortunately with these games, man, you're always going to have, they're going to come out and there's going to be you should have did this, you should have did that. It's with it. You can't please everybody and you can't put every single feature into one game with the time restraints that they do have. So unfortunately there's always going to be that, oh man, moment when you start to play the game. But look, for me, I'm hoping they just fix this control scheme, man. I hate how the game is played in general. I want it to go back to 2K19 status. That's the main thing I'm trying to hear word on, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing that. I think they're going to stick with the control layout that they have now, which, is kind of a bummer. Noah says, do you think they will have Bray Wyatt pack? I don't think... I'm not hearing that it's going to be a DLC pack. I'm hearing that this is going to be something that you're getting at pre-order is what I'm hearing. I could be wrong, though. So don't quote me on that, but that's what I've been told, is that this could be a pre-order bonus style thing. The boss Spike Dudley. That would be awesome if they brought Spike back. Dudley boys are expected to be back in this game, and I'm pretty sure they are in the game. So that'd be awesome if we can get Spike Dudley back in there, man. My favorite Kairi Sane is back in the real deal of the women's division. Nice, man. I'm glad you're stoked about that. Let's see here. Mike says, that's what we should have on screen every time. Do you see a special move or something to that nature, game changer feature in the game? So when it comes to game changer features, I guess the only thing that you could probably expect that it's not anything new, but more of returning features that should have never left in to begin with. So that's what we can expect in 2K24. 2K24 is a game that is righting some wrongs. Let's put it that way. Last year we got the war games, but the game changing, as in a new game changing feature, I have not heard of anything like that, but I have heard of a lot of fixes, such as, promos and things of that nature being brought back to universe mode, some upgrades to my GM and match types, certain match types being brought back that should have never left, that are widely requested. So that's what I'm hearing. I don't hear anything else for a game-changing feature. I do believe we're still sticking with the My Rise thing, so My Rise should be interesting to see how they go about it this year. I'm hoping that they tell a different story on the My Rise team. You got to keep in mind, My Rise has its own team working on that whole mode, so that is their thing. Hopefully we get something good out of it, man. We need longer cutscenes for Universe mode. I think we're getting a lot of cutscenes this year for Universe mode. That's another thing that we're kind of diving into, man. So, gonna be interesting, man. Gonna be interesting. Do you think Edge will be in 2K24? I do not. I do not think that Edge will make that cut. There are people reporting that he is in the game, so maybe I'm wrong. But I don't personally see it. I think that they don't want to pay him the royalties now that he's hopped over to AEW. I think it's a cut and dry issue right now. So, Beach Bite says, I don't think we see any shocking inclusions coming in this year. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just righting a bunch of wrongs for 2K24, which, you know, you should have a game dedicated to that because it is a yearly release, unfortunately. I know a lot of people would like to see them take longer to produce a game, so that way you get the most out of it. But when it comes to 2K23, there was a lot of people that weren't happy with it. So I think they're going to be righting a lot of wrongs, like show intros coming back in universe mode. The universe mode is going to be, I don't want to say a complete overhaul, but they are definitely working hard on that universe mode. So, and that's probably the most played feature in the game, I'd want to say. Universe mode has been my bread and butter since they created that thing back in, what was it, 2K or SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Can't remember when it first came out, but it was pretty bare bones when it did. So, Perry says playing as Jade Cargill in WWE 2K24 will be a whole new experience for 2K fans. I think they'll be happy about it. Should be fun. Cole and Pat would be amazing, but Pat probably demands more dough than it's worth for 2K. So Pat is actually going to be in 2K24 from what I'm hearing. Not as a commentator, though. I think it's going to be Wade Barrett is your next commentator, which is good because we've had the same boring commentary for how many years now? Byron Saxton, Corey Graves, Michael Cole. It's time for something new, man. As long as we don't get Booker T doing the shucky duckies, you know, I'll be happy. Everything Pro Wrestling, do you think they can pull off getting Luke Harper in? They could. I think they could. I mean, I don't see why not. It's really up to what, Amanda Huber, right? So I know that they can get Eric Redbeard, so Rowan will be easy to get, but it's really up to Amanda because Amanda makes all the calls, it seems like, for Brody. So I haven't heard anything on that, so don't quote me on that. I would like to see a whole Wyatt family be involved in 2K24. I know they're doing a Wyatt tribute, but as far as the rest of the Wyatt family, I don't know. They're keeping hush-hush on that. Doc says, I just want the Brood's music and entrance. WWE owes all the assets. It should be in the game. Yeah, WWE owns a lot of stuff that should be in the game, but they don't put it in. DX music, WCW stuff, ECW things. There's so much in this game that they should be using the rights to, but they don't. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things from the WCW side that they let slip through the cracks when it comes to, you know, certifications and rights deals, everything. So they don't even own copyrights to anything when it comes to WCW, except for a few things. So it is what it is. Matt, what's going on, Matt? Hey, everyone. Go, you know, you're probably all following a symbol anyway, but go and check his channel out, man. Good friend of mine over there. I love his channel. He's definitely my favorite YouTuber, man. Go and support him and everything he does. Let me see here. Everything Pro Wrestling says, live chat, thanks for being in here. Don't forget to support the Pro Wrestling Shoot by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Super chats and memberships are always open. My man. Thank you so much, Conrad. Yes, go and like the video so we can reach a wider audience, guys. I really appreciate that. Mike says, Brian Williams. Yeah, it's my boy, man. It's my boy. He'll be back on the show towards the release of 2K24, which should be March 18th, is my prediction. I'm going to say that word, prediction. March 18th, early release. Save that. Save that and come back to me. Tell me if I was right. Byron Cutler says, Kairi Sane opens the door for more former WWE superstars to come back. Yeah, so Triple H, if he's running it, man, Triple H has that call too, which is really cool. So I'm happy that Triple H is booking things, man, because the wrestlers that he does bring back are people that everybody enjoys watching, you know what I mean? Except for maybe Gargano. He's kind of hit shallow lately, so I don't know. Devin says, will we see hidden models from my faction in 2K24, or will they finally get to unlock them from my faction? So from what I'm hearing, they're trying to sway away from that. They got a lot of bad publicity on Twitter, man. So they're not very liked right now by the community by locking in these models to my faction. The thing that I'm hearing is that you're still going to have to grind my faction to get them, but once you get them, you will have them unlocked for the full game. So that's something we can look forward to. See here, MGC says will we have Samantha Irvin in the game? I think she is going to be doing some ring announcing for the game. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure she is going to finally be in this game. So that's going to be good. Is there any reason why Tommy Dreamer is never in the game? He's running Impact, so it's really a WWE call right there. I'd like to see Tommy Dreamer. I'd like to see Sandman. I'd like to see Sabu. A lot of these guys come back from the ECW side and see some more ECW arenas, because we really only get the one arena from ECW all the time, and that's the One Night Stand arena, which I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite arenas for WWE, but I'd like to see some original ECW arenas make it into the game. That would be nice. Byron needs to complain about his commentary. Yeah, for sure. Perry says, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Facts, man. Facts. Beach Bite saying hi to a symbol, man. Thanks for stopping in here, Matt, by the way. That's awesome of you, man. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy, so really appreciate you stopping in this chat, showing some support. Ellie Myers says, would love to see more current match types like Iron's Survivor Challenge and Fight Pit. I have not heard about Fight Pit or the Iron Survivor Challenge. I don't even know what the Iron Survivor Challenge is, but that could be just me not watching Raw as much as I should be, but I've never heard of that. Fight Pit, I don't think it's coming, guys. I'm going to be honest and transparent with you. I don't think Fight Pit's coming. I think they're doing more revamping for the new War Games match and a couple other matches that have previously been in the game that are no longer in the game. So, man, having ECW as a roster choice for my GM would be great. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, the ECW needs to get shown more love. I mean, WWE owns ECW. Why aren't we doing this and making these choices? I'm looking forward to a GM where I can create my own promotion. That's something, and make it be online too, by the way. So it's got to be online, got to be able to create my own custom promotion, put my own roster in it. That would be awesome. I would really enjoy that. Wolf Mode says, sup, Matt? Hi, Matt. Everybody's showing the symbol love. I love it. Perry says, sorry for taking you off the topic, but will Saraya and Adam Copeland make the cut for DLC for AEW Fight Forever? They could for AEW Fight Forever. I mean, that's really, so there's not a cut for AEW Fight Forever. So that's the thing, is AEW Fight Forever is supposed to be that game that continues to add things, right? So, I'm hoping that you literally can fight forever on this game, and then we'll keep growing our roster, keep growing the match types. I just talked to E. He's in the chat, and I said, I'll come back to this game in 2 years and see where we're at, because it's going to be a while before they build it to what everybody wants it to be, I guess. So, wait a couple years, come back. They should have everything in order and should have a much bigger roster. But if you wait 2 years and you don't buy the TLC, then you're going to be spending quite a bit of money on that game to get everything up to pace for AEW. So, not very happy with that game right now, to be honest. Everything Pro Wrestling says, make TPWS one of the top places to talk wrestling and wrestling video games. I appreciate that, Conrad. I appreciate that, man. We could share the love. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about over here in YouTube. There are plenty of views and plenty of memberships and everything to go around. So I'm happy that people are just supporting wrestling at this aspect. You know what I mean? I'd love to watch, love to see this channel grow just as much as the next member of the Pro Wrestling Shoot. But I like a Symbols channel. I like, what is it? Smack Talks. Like, he's really good. There's a few other creators out there. Beach Bites is phenomenal. Guys, go and check him out. Like, his videos are a lot of fun too. Like I said, there's plenty of love to go around, man. It's all wrestling. We're all here for the same thing, Let me see. I love that you three guys assemble Beach Bites and shoot support each other. Yeah, 100. That's what I'm talking about, man. Show the love, spread the love, man. It's all pro wrestling, baby. We gotta support one another, man. Wrestling is a love and a passion. You know what I mean? So, it should be shared. It shouldn't be hoarded to one channel or the other. There's no problem with supporting one another. My faction heat is real. Conrad said Everything Pro Wrestling. Guys, go follow Everything Pro Wrestling too. If you like AEW, they do a fantastic AEW review over, for Dynamite. AEW Dynamite review over on their channel every Wednesday right after Dynamite. Go and show them some love too, man. Byron says, I think Tucker Knight is going to be next sign. We need heavy machinery. Could be, man. Could be. We'll have to see, man. Noah says, have you ever tried Prime Hydra? No, I haven't. I have not tried Prime. I have not. I would, how do you guys feel about Logan Paul winning the title, by the way? I heard that caused some controversy. I think it's good, man. I think he's shown up and shown out every time he's been on WWE television. So let me see here. Is there any new feature for My Rise? Craig, I haven't heard a single thing about My Rise. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I have not heard anything about this mode. So I'm excited to see it, man. Because look, I know My Rise gets some hate and they want to replace it with Road to WrestleMania or 40 Years of WrestleMania, but I dig the My Rise, man. I know Conrad don't dig the My Rise. Everything Pro Wrestling does not dig the My Rise, but I like it, man. I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. Symbol says, I got you. Thanks, man. Drop a like on the stream. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Yo, LA Knight last night. Let's talk that a little bit, man. LA Knight got so elevated last night. Everybody was worried that he was going to get buried by Roman Reigns. I think he got the bloodline treatment. Really good, man. I'm really excited for LA Knight and things to come for him, man. Oh, Iron Survivor is NXT. That explains it. NXT, so the Pro Wrestling Shoot goes live during NXT, so that could be the reason that we're missing right here. Devin says, would love to see casket match, buried alive match, special referee, and Survivor Series tag match coming to the game. I'm going to tell you this right now. Two of those are coming. I'll let you guess on which two. A symbol says, do you think 2K does anything beyond a special guest ref like 3 Stages of Hell, etc., or do you think it's just one new match type? I think we get a couple of them. I think we get a couple tweaks as well. By tweaks, I mean customization when it comes to your toggle menus. I think, it's just a couple match types. But no, I don't. not entirely. Like I said, this game is basically just going to be a lot of righting wrongs, and they still won't right every wrong either. So it is what it is. You're not going to please everybody. There's always going to be a feature somebody else is bummed that didn't make it into the game. I mean, once again, no wrestling game is 100% perfect. It just isn't. Derek says, hey, are we going to getting talk shows in WWE 2K24 and contenders match like you see on TV? Also double title match. Double title match, yes. Contenders match, I would love to see in universe mode. Talk shows, doubt it. I don't see talk shows coming, but I do see, contenders match and double title match. Well, I don't see contenders match. I really hope they put contenders match because, I mean, why wouldn't they, right? At this point, like, contenders match needs to be in a wrestling game. Like, why wouldn't you have a number one contenders match? It's a little silly. Gabe, what's going on, man? Says more legends. As an old school fan to my core, we need more legends. Yes, legends are good, man. You're going to get legends. But once again, man, those legend deals are tricky. They really are. And it is completely up to WWE on who they want to put in this game as a legend. It's not like WWE calling up the 2K devs like, hey, come and scan my roster. No, now you're reaching out to extra legends that are on either legends deals or they just want to reach out in general to get them in the game. So it's really hard to put legends in the game. Like Ultra Pro Wrestling, they're an independent game that's coming out hopefully early 2024. The dev was talking over on the Assemble channel about, reaching out to certain legends, having contracts expire or, things of that nature. It's a tough business to get some people in that are not actively on your television screen every single week, right? So you have to reach out. You have to pay a certain amount of money. And, wrestling is one of those things that it's a carny's business, man. It's a carny's business. It's all about money, man. It's all about me, and I. So if you don't shell out enough money, then they're not going to want to be put on the game. So a lot of these, situations is either WWE reaching out, these guys denying. You remember a couple years back when certain wrestlers didn't even want to get put in the game because they weren't getting paid enough royalties. So, and they were active roster members, and they said, nope, don't put me in the game. It's their choice at the end of the day. It's really not on 2K, man. This is all a WWE issue. So I'm hoping that we do see more legends, because I'm with you, Gabe. I'm with you. Eli says Iron Survivor is a fatal 5-way Iron Man / woman match the NXT uses for their PLE deadline, which is December 10th this year. Nice. That actually sounds fun. I hope they do put that in. That'd be cool. I haven't heard about it, though, so I don't want to get your hopes up. Doc Holla, 2K needs to allow the user to call for a run-in with a button, and managers need to be more active. So 2K does allow the run-ins for, I think it's like at certain moments of the match that you are able to call for the run-ins. But yes, I want that perfected for sure. That'd be an awesome feature. Gabe says a symbol. I would love 3 stages of hell. Yes, three stages of hell would be top notch, man. Ooh, you guys are raining in comments, man. Sorry if I don't get to them all, man. There's so many in here. Like I said, super chats are welcome. I'll see those. They show up bright green. They'll show up in my starred section. So if I skip your comment, apologies. I'm trying to get to them all. But Beach Bites says, I want them to use more of a classic asset and library for the game this year. That'd be awesome, dude. They need to use their assets that they own. It blows me away that we don't use more WCW, more ECW. It's crazy. It's crazy. Or even retro NXT stuff. Like, why wouldn't we have that in the game, right? So let me see here. We need a second game like a dream game, WCW, ECW, and WWF / WWE roster, like how they did King of Coliseum Red and Green back in the day. Yeah. So an alternative wrestling game would not be a bad thing for the WWE. Like, because technically WWE doesn't have any competition when it comes to wrestling video games. I feel like 2K is the mecca. I thought AEW Fight Forever would be that competition, but it's just not, man. It's not that competition when it comes to 2K. 2K has been around for so long that it's hard. So why wouldn't WWE want to produce another wrestling game that they can just make even more money off of? It just doesn't make sense to me. But that is definitely something they should look into for a dream game, I believe, man. Byron Color says, I think Tucker Knight is going to be... Oh, I already seen this one. My bad. I'm getting lost in the comments over here. Let's see here. Cena Yard. I want to hear Burning My Light in 2K24. Hope we get 2008 Randy Orton. That'd be awesome, man. I think we will get some more Randy Orton stuff. Corey Davis says we need to create a story from WWE 2K or 2K14 and SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Would also like a Rock Showcase mode. Showcase mode is on the hush hush for me too. I don't know anything about that mode. As far as create a story, it has been discussed. Let's just put it that way. Create a story and create a finisher have both been discussed. If you see me, if you go onto my videos and you see the videos that I'm producing and I'm talking about these features, create a story, road to WrestleMania, 40 years of WrestleMania. I don't think we're getting 40 years of WrestleMania this year, but next year I can almost guarantee it that it's going to be in the game. So 40 years of WrestleMania, you should definitely keep your eyes out for. As far as, create a story, create a finisher, it's definitely being talked about. I know that they're working on something. Don't think it'll make it in 2K24 though. Devin says, do you hope we'll finally get to see the Firefly Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt and 2K in a WWE 2K game? I think we will. I think if they're doing the tribute, I think we're going to see everything from Bray Wyatt, from Husky Harris to, the Revel in What You Are pack. So that's That's definitely my prediction. Like, I don't see why they would leave a version of Bray Wyatt out if they're doing a tribute for him. It wouldn't make any sense. The Exodus says, what difference does it make what matches we get if the core gameplay is lackluster? Well, that's the thing, man. The core gameplay is still, in my opinion, better than any other wrestling game that's out on the market right now. I know that it's not like everything that everybody's wanted in a wrestling game, but I mean, name a wrestling game that's doing it better. That's there's more stuff to do in a 2K game than there is in any other game. But I get you. They definitely need to work on the core gameplay. I think that reversal stuff needs to go out the door. They need to fix that. I would love if they brought back the original reversing from, like a SVR 07, to 09, where you got the double button reversals, kind of like Fight Forever, how they got the double button reversals. Keep them on the triggers. I liked my reversals on the triggers better than a face button. I don't know how you guys felt, but I don't like the face button reversals very much. Corey Davis says, we also need Buried Alive match. Also, the training facility from 2010. Buried Alive match has been very requested, but when's the last time that we've seen a Buried Alive match? That's what I'm saying. Like, when's the last time WWE performed a Buried Alive match? That's why I never see. I don't think they would ever put that back in the game. Unfortunately, unless it's a part of an Undertaker showcase mode, then maybe they would bring it back. I know it's asked about by everybody. Everybody really wants that match back, the Buried Alive match. It's crazy, and casket matches. It's really wild. Easy says 2K needs to get rid of fans like Mark in the Brett shirt in my rise. Yeah, I'm not really sweating it too much. The Exodus says, I know they can't duplicate the engine overnight, but I don't buy for a second that they're even trying. They are trying. So I know it, like, at times it probably seems frustrating. So I don't blame you guys, man. I really don't, because I'm one of you guys. I buy the games too, and nothing is given to me for free, I promise you, even though I know some game devs. I'm going to try to cop one for free this year. I'm going to say, you guys owe me one, man. You guys owe me one. Give me a free game. Give me that review copy. You know what I'm saying? Give me that review copy so I can bury it on a YouTube video, I'll tell them just like that. See here. If we get 2K Showcase again, we should get 20 years of RKO. Interesting. I don't see that happening, but we could get a Randy Orton Showcase. I don't know if they'll name it 20 years of RKO. That'd be kind of neat, actually. I wouldn't be opposed to a Randy Orton Showcase. I wouldn't be opposed to an Undertaker Showcase or a Bray Wyatt. Here's my thing with the Bray Wyatt. It has been reported by some people on Twitter that Bray Wyatt would be getting a story mode or a showcase mode of some sort, and even put on the cover of 2K24. I don't think that's credible. I just don't. Like, I don't see them putting Bray Wyatt on the cover over, one of their biggest stars, which is Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? Like, 2K is synonymous with putting that face that sells, right? Like The Rock, putting a Stone Cold, putting a CM Punk at the time that he was just mega over, right? John Cena, Rey Mysterio, those type of people are your cover stars. If they put Bray Wyatt on the cover, I would be extremely happy, because I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan. I just don't see it happening. But as far as the showcase mode goes, that would be awesome if we get either Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker, Randy Orton. I would be okay with either of those, so I would really want like a faction showcase mode, just because showcase mode burns me out. I don't know how you guys feel, but I don't like playing showcase mode. That is one of my least favorite. It goes, least favorite, my faction. Second least favorite, showcase mode. Like, I just don't like those two modes that much, because showcase mode, it just gets repetitive, and I don't know, man. I want to be able to play as more than one character, not just play different eras of a John Cena or different eras of a Rey Mysterio. I'd much rather do like a faction or something different with it this year, which I haven't heard anything. I really enjoy watching Assemble's YouTube channel. Yeah, Assemble's great, man. I love his channel. He's like one of the only guys that I continuously follow. His videos get me by at work, man. That's for sure. Byron says, we need Legends of WrestleMania 3. That would be awesome, dude. I've always enjoyed the Legends of WrestleMania games are not good games. Let's put it that way. But I always enjoyed what they made. I'm kind of excited for Ultra Pro Wrestling. I got a video dropping on Ultra Pro Wrestling too. I think I'm dropping it tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune into that. Corey says 2K14 gameplay was so fun and we had defeated the streak. Yeah, 2K14 was great, man. There's a lot of 2K games that were decent. I think I'm more of a fan of the SmackDown versus Raw games personally, but 2K19 was awesome. I love that. Chain wrestling needs to return. Things that, the gameplay brought to us from 2K19, that stuff definitely needs to be in the game, guys. Let's see here. Easy E. 2K14 was the last game made by THQ, 2K Visual Concepts, as a whole different team. Yep, it's true. Visual Concepts is not it's not the same. It's not the same. And they wanted to change everything. That's the thing that sucks is when Ukes left or got fired or whatever happened with them. When they left, they basically handed them a broken game and was like, here you go. Have fun. And then guess what? The rest is history. 2K20 came out, and then we had to take a 2-year break after that, man. 2K20 was terrible. Brian says, I hope Showcase has full cutscenes. It might. I don't know, like that. Well, once again, that's its own team too. Like 2K is so massive, dude, when it comes to the production of these games. A lot of people think that Brian Williams is the one dude that runs everything, but it's not necessarily the case. You know what I mean? It's Brian is what me and Conrad like to call the godfather of wrestling video games. His ideas are great and everything, but he is not the end-all be-all for 2K. 2K has a massive team. Super chat from Easy E says, love the My Faction change. I hope they make Showcase less strict and put the unlocks in My Rise instead. Facts, dude. I would love that. Thank you for that super chat, Easy. I appreciate you, man. Goes a long way over here at the Pro Wrestling Shoot, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's just... when it comes to My Faction, they have to change stuff, right? They have to, because... you have certain people on Twitter to argue in the fact that what's wrong with having, original characters locked inside My Faction? Everything is wrong with that because nobody likes My Faction. Like, it's just one of the modes that is, it's the least played over in, I don't know. It's just crazy. If you like My Faction in here, let me hear you, because most of the people that come around, they do not like My Faction. I get a few trickles of My Faction players that come in, but for me, collecting the cards, like I didn't really do the what's it called for the football games, man, like the EA Hut, and for the NHL games, I've never liked those collect the cards, digital cards. I'm just, it's not for me, man. Not for me. I'm not a fan of it. So I get why it's in the game. I get it. It's just something to offer to a completely different fan base, which is good. It's good, but it is what it is, man. The chat keeps growing. Thank you guys so much for coming in here, man. It's really appreciated. I love all the interaction and all the love when it comes to wrestling video games, man. A lot of people have a lot of great ideas and they want their voice heard. And that's one of the main reasons I created this channel and started doing video games, because I feel like this community, man, has been ignored long enough. So I'm going to use my platform to let you guys say your piece, man. Which faction would you want to see a part of a showcase mode? I think you could do like an NWO faction. I think you could do a DX faction, Evolution faction. Even Judgment Day. You could do a Judgment Day faction at this point too. There's so many of them too, right? Like so many factions that we've had in wrestling history that we could possibly do something nice with. I don't know. And it doesn't have to be restricted to just WWE either. You could talk about factions from WCW. You could talk about factions from ECW. I think it would be good, man. Or maybe like tag team. Like a tag team showcase would be fun too. It's different. I mean, you got the Dudley Boys. Just throwing that out there. Dudley's showcase would be pretty fire. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me see here. I'm going to find some more comments real quick. For real, the trigger reversals were better, and last time we got a Buried Alive match was in the Austin 316 showcase, and look how long that's been. Yeah. It's been a minute, dude. That's what I mean. So I think the only way that they bring Buried Alive match back is if you have it incorporated within your showcase mode, and then they have a reason to say, hey, we brought Buried Alive match, you know? And I think that would come with The Undertaker. So if you did like an Undertaker showcase, that would be the one to do it. Obviously, I mean, who else has had a Buried Alive match besides The Undertaker, right? So it is what it is. Easy says, I think Cody has the cover. I think that's a fact. I think Cody is definitely on the cover of 2K24. That's for sure. Corey says they need 3 showcase mode. The Rock, maybe Edge, then Triple H. I don't expect Edge, man. I think Edge would have probably been in the discussion had he not went to AEW. Let's put it that way. Brock Lesnar showcase, that would be fun. I'd be down with a Brock Lesnar showcase. Easy. I hope they have the cut Fiend story from 2K22 if it was completed and not deleted. That'd be awesome. So yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about too when it comes to cutting people out of the roster. A lot of people think that, oh no, they got the retention for. I've heard that reported on YouTube. It's so silly, but they're saying they got the retention for Edge. They got the retention for X, Y, and Z star. It doesn't matter if they got the retention. There's a lot of people that are scanned into these games every single year, and there's a lot of people that are cut from these games every single year. Just because it's not reported doesn't mean it doesn't happen. There are tons of people that WWE either don't want to pay for because they left the company, or the people that were scanned in found out the salary for, their royalties on the game, and they just decided, no, I don't want to be in the game then if it's not paying me enough, which is silly to think. I mean, it's extra money is extra money. You don't really turn that down. You're already making a lot of money. You work for WWE. Like, let's get real. But I would love to see the Fiend story, man. I hope those rumors are true, but I've heard nothing of the sorts, man, of showcase mode. So I can't confirm or deny anything about showcase mode. I have not heard anything on that mode. The only thing I've heard is about Universe and My GM, and those 2 modes, and My Faction, sorry. So I haven't heard the My Rise, and I haven't heard showcase. So those are the 2 modes I have gotten 0 word on. But when it comes to the roster, I have heard a lot on the roster because the roster is stacked this year. Supposed to be bigger than ever. The NXT presence in this year's roster is going to be massive, which is really requested, to be honest. The legends, I haven't heard anything about except for certain legends like the Dudley Boys, things like that. Case says the draft in universe mode. Yeah, the draft would be cool in universe mode. I think a lot of things are going to be coming in the universe mode that might shock you, so that's something to look forward to. There's a lot of returning features, and there are new features coming to the universe mode. Let's put it that way. So, Corey says, I found your channel on by watching other wrestling. You got another subscription. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Corey. Thank you. We can always use some more growth over here at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We go live every Tuesday as well for our podcast. We do a podcast, the Pro Wrestling Shoot, where we just talk wrestling video, and everything. We get down on Tuesdays, man. But then we're posting videos quite frequently as well. Usually 1 a week, but this week I got 3 for you guys. So every now and then you're going to get those weeks to where I'm just pumping content out. If I got some extra time on my hands, then I'm going to record some extra videos. That's how it goes, man. I work a real job, though. So, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. So everything that you get on here, just know that I pumped my heart into it, man. We got some AEW Fight Forever videos too. The last AEW Fight Forever released this morning, so go and check that out. See here. Luna showcase, Luna Slobberknocker versus the rest of the women. Oh, I'd love to see Luna in the game, dude. How cool would that be? Luna Vachon showing up in WWE 2K24. Never thought I would want it, but man, I want to see her. I want to see Sable. I want to see, Tori Wilson and all the, Stacy Keibler. I'd like to see Jazz. There's so many women that were in the Attitude Era that I want in the game for just the women's roster, man. Imagine getting like a whole Nation of the Domination and, different versions of The Rock. Like imagine a Rocky Maivia version of The Rock when he first came out, a Steve Austin, like a Stunning Steve we've gotten before, but like maybe a Ringmaster Steve Austin. There's so many things that they could do from the Attitude Era that would be awesome. Imagine a Mark Marrow makes his return to a 2K game. That would be a huge pop for me, man. MGC says, imagine 2K brings back the defeat the streak mode, but instead of The Undertaker, it's Roman Reigns. You have to defeat or defend. That would be a great idea, man. Be a great idea. Dethrone the tribal chief. Yeah, I would love that. That'd be fun. Corey says, I hate my faction. You are not alone, sir. We all hate my faction. We all got something in common when it comes to that. 2K and Visual Concepts want to make their own game and not going to reach back too much. Yeah. I really don't know. 2K and Visual Concepts, they do their own thing, right? I would love them. Like I said, I would like to see an alternative game to where they're kind of competing with themselves. Let's give these fans this in this game, I'm expecting Thumbtacks this year, man. That's all I got to say. Thumbtacks got to be in. I haven't heard anything about it, but they got to be in this year. Free poll ideas. Who likes / play my faction and who actually unlocked Molly Holly? I got Molly Holly, man. Y'all need to step up your game when it comes to that My Rise, man. Conrad's still searching for Molly Holly over here. Ronan Ghost, is there a gameplay director for WWE 2K games? Yes, there is. There is a gameplay director. Easy says 4 Horsemen, a Job Squad, X Factor, Head Cheese, The Oddities. Yeah, there's so much from the Attitude Era that you could do, man. It'd be awesome. Corey said, oh, I already got that comment. Sorry, Corey. Let's see here. There's a lot of them, man. They're just popping in and out. This chat is wild, man. Thank you guys so much for all this, by the way. You guys are really... the energy's high, and I love that over here at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Like I said, I'm trying to get to all these comments that I see, but they're flying by. I'm trying to scroll up and click to them and do my own thing, but it's hard to see. That's why I suggested like super chats or something, because that green thing pops up, man, and I automatically see it. And Conrad's modding the chat for me, so he makes sure I don't miss it. Members, same thing for you as well. Let's see here. Trying to find... Where was that other comment? Attitude Era Showcase, Clark Kenny. Welcome to the chat, man. That'd be awesome. I would love that. Derek says, I think we need a better Royal Rumble match where managers walk their superstars to the ring for 2K24, and we need free superstars and patch updates. Yeah, I mean, look, they gave us free superstars and patch updates, but they can't just like continuously give you free stuff. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a business. You have to look at it that way. It's a business. If they give you everything in one game and they're a yearly release game, what are they going to give you next year, right? The next year they will just fail because they didn't give anything new because they gave it all in the previous year. So at the end of the day, you got to look at it from a business perspective too. I would like to see the Royal Rumble get that upgrade to where you can have managers walking to the ring. I think that's a really fantastic detail that would add realism to the match and the simulation. So I think that'd be great. We need Victoria in it too. Yes, Victoria was phenomenal. I second that. Never rule out a women's showcase. Yes. Again, why can't we have 2 showcases? You have 2 My Rises. Maybe we get 2 showcases. I think we did get 2 showcases for... Was it 2K20 that did the 2 showcases with Becky and Roman? Or am I wrong? I can't even remember that game because it was so broken that I just stopped playing. But... I think they did do 2 showcases in that one. Devin says, do you think that we'll see a 2K teaser at Survivor Series? Yes, you will. I do think so. It's either Survivor Series or the week of Survivor Series. I can't remember which I was hearing. But yes, you'll see a teaser, but the full-on trailer will be dropping around January. Clark Kinney says, and number 1 contenders matches need to be in the game. 100%, man. I'm with you. Beach Bites. I don't like game mode exclusives, My Rise, my GM, my factions, etc. Too much stuff is locked. I agree. Look, the way that they did stuff this year, I didn't agree with it because if you buy an accelerator with the Icon Edition or whatever, it comes with the accelerator pack, right? I should be able to just unlock things right now. Like, I liked that better than having to go through and grind to get them. I get the point of doing that because you're making people work and play these modes, but not everybody wants to play those modes. Some people buy the game strictly for my universe mode or for the online community creations or whatever the case is, right? Like, whatever you're buying the game for, there's always usually one feature that stands out for people to buy the game, and that's what I'm buying the game for, right? Like, I buy the game for universe mode every year, so I was kind of bummed this year. No promos, no show intros, things like that, you know. So I'm excited for this next one, but you're right, man. I don't like exclusivity. Shouldn't be in the game. It should be unlocked for everything because not everybody just wants to play one mode all the time. So I agree, man. Everything should be, if you have to grind to unlock things, they should be unlocked throughout the entire game. And don't make me pay for an accelerator either if I'm not going to be able to excel my game. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of counterproductive, right? Like, you're buying an accelerator. Why? So I can just change people's stats. That's, you know, I can boost my stats and my rise. I don't need that. It's not worth it. So that's my opinion on it anyway. MGC says, if Punk comes back this month, do you think it's him and Seth main eventing night 1 of WrestleMania? Could be. Could very well be. If he does come back. At this point, man, they're just throwing too many hints, right? Like, Seth Rollins taking that drink of Pepsi and saying, I haven't had a Pepsi in 10 years. If that's not a Punk reference, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? You're telling me not to get my excitement level too high or unrealistic expectations for CM Punk to return to WWE, yet you throw a comment like that. That's a little weird. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think on that, but Devin says, no, two showcases was WWE 2K15. Was it 15? Okay, see, so it's been a while. Corey says, and Tori Wilson, the last game she was in was SmackDown versus Raw 08. Are you serious? Dang, I have a hard time remembering some of these rosters, man. These rosters are so big, I just don't remember everybody that was in every game. But if that's true, wow. No Tori Wilson since 08. Hated that game. So 08 was 08 was the game that I actually met Brian Williams. So back in 08, I won a tournament. I don't even think you could see it behind me, actually. I have a medal back there somewhere for the SmackDown versus Raw THQ Superstar Challenge, right? Like, that's how I won a world tour, won tickets to WrestleMania, got to play in front of like all the wrestlers, meet all the wrestlers, all that jazz. And that's how I met Brian Williams and a lot of the THQ devs, like Corey Ledesma and all them back then. Like, I got to meet all of them. But me and Brian Williams actually stayed in contact, so that's pretty cool. 08, hate the game, but thanks to that game, I got to meet some really cool people, so happy about that. Everything Pro Wrestling says 2K15 had the 2, Triple H versus HBK, Cena versus Punk. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me see here. Asuka Showcase would be fire, as long as it has some Japan stuff for her. That'd be dope. Clark Kinney said, what will be the DLC for the next game? I don't know for sure. So from what I'm hearing, it could go one of two ways. And I only know one pack, or maybe 2. I know Jade Cargill you can expect to be in a DLC pack. I know that Bray Wyatt it's either one or two things. Either you're getting a Bray Wyatt pack for pre-ordering the game, or you're getting a Bray Wyatt DLC pack that is like the tribute pack for Bray Wyatt. But nothing has been confirmed on those 2 yet. I know that we're getting one of the 2. So as far as the other DLC packs, I have no clue. I'm hoping Kairi Sane makes one of them. I'm hoping we're getting like good Legends packs, maybe a WCW or ECW Legends pack, but I won't hold my breath on that. I'll tell you that. Going to be honest, I didn't like the DLCs for this year's game. No, it sucked, bro. Like, you're not alone. It sucked. I did not like it. I had to wait way too long to get Bray Wyatt into my game. And then by the time he came, it was like just too little too late at that point. Wade Barrett was fun. Steiner Brothers were cool. The NXT pack was cool. Zeus was cool. There was a few things in the packs that I enjoyed, but other than that, it's not worth it. They are dropping hints for Punk like they did for Cody when he came back. Yeah, it's a fact. That is a fact. Let's see here. If promo's not in the game, I'm done with 2K, man. Promos are coming back, bro. Don't worry. They'll be back in. Devin says, I didn't know SmackDown vs. Raw had a tournament. Yep, it did. It had a couple of them. So during SVR 06, there was a tournament. During SVR 07, there was a tournament. And 08, there was a tournament. 09, they skipped, and they did some other challenge thing that you had to sign up for, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, they had a few tournaments for 3 years, and they may have. I think they had like the AJ Styles thing for 2K19. It was different though. It wasn't a tournament like I was in. I think you had to do something else. Like I can't remember what it was. They had like some challenge for AJ Styles for 2K19 where you could win a trip to WrestleMania and stuff like that. So they did it different. This is also THQ that we're talking about too, and not 2K. I haven't seen 2K really do any of that stuff. So we'll see, man. Corey says, me and John Cena have the same birthday, April 23rd. But my favorite wrestler is AJ Styles. That's what's up, man. That's cool. I can't remember who had. It's Bryan Danielson and Brie. Is it Bryan Danielson? Can't remember who shares this. No, it's John Moxley and Renee Paquette. They have the same anniversary as me and my wife. We got married on the same day. So that's pretty cool. Solely Wrestling. I'm playing 2K23 right now. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I have to agree. The DLC was okay. Steiner Bros was cool. Zeus was cool, but Bray Wyatt was cool. Yeah, I liked Wade Barrett too, man. Wade Barrett was a lot of fun. Byron Cutler, $1 million challenge. Yeah, that's what it was. The $1 million challenge. I couldn't remember. Lamar says, will Jagged Reed and Rip Fowler still be in 2K24? Don't think so. Don't think so. Let's see here. Yeah, we had to beat the gold AJ, then send him a pick. Oh yeah, I remember all that. Okay, yeah, that's what's up. All right, guys. Well, that about wraps it up, man. I'm glad that I got to spend this hour with you guys. Thank you so much for filling up the chat. Guys, follow us everywhere at the Pro Wrestling Shoot if you want to connect with us on social media. We have memberships available. Go and check our memberships out and see what you get in perks. Brian Williams will be with us on one of these live podcasts. And you can be too. Join the membership at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Go and check out our store. Go and support us in any way that you can. A free way to support us is obviously by watching our videos. Go and watch our videos and help us get our numbers out. Share our videos with another wrestling gamer fan. That is well appreciated. I'm Jesse Carter.